stand back, I'm chasing storms. Don't hold me up, just stand back, I'm chasing the storm. Don't hold me up, just stand back, I'm chasing storms. Don't hold me up, just stand back, I'm chasing the storm. Don't hold me up, just stand back, I'm chasing storms.
The void from the bottom. No, he can't do it. That's 2 and 5 in a row now.
That golden touch, time to light it up. Let's go. Yeah, this is it. Go! 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 Yeah, this is it. Go! Let's go!
Welcome everybody to the last day of qualifiers of the Afriff Championship. Welcome. We have DK Gamecast here with us as well. It's going to be a really good fight between 4 different groups. The last 8 players, 4 teams, or 4, I can't think anymore, but 8 players. Okay, I'm just going to stick with that. DK Gamecast, how are you feeling? How are you doing today?
Hey man, feeling pretty good. I mean, yeah, we're getting even closer to moving up into our grand finals, and I think today is going to be a pretty spicy day as we've got all 4 games right up here on the stream. Of course, we are going to be starting it off with Nairobi and Kipslim, aka Grammy Boy, after which we're going to be jumping over to Virus and Davila, as well as Ovo and Sammy, and then of course closing it up with Kola and Sensei. So we do have an action-packed lineup coming on through, so I'm quite curious to see what they're going to be doing today.
Yeah, first off, let's go through the rules so everyone has a good sense of what the hell is going on. All these players kind of have a good idea, but you guys, if you guys notice them use any of this, let us know. We would love to hear it. We got no EMPs, cryo bombs, heartbeat sensor, gas grenades, storm ball, legendary flash bang grenades, flash drone, and trophy systems. All right, cannot use those. Shifting off to the lethals, we got trip mine, thermite, and molotovs. That you cannot use. We got the Rytech AMR, NA45s, and marksmans for snipers. So don't use those as well. And do you want to cover the general rules, DK?
Yep, of course, no emulators or controllers. You got to keep it fair, use them thumbs on the screen. And of course, also no operator skills, as well as no perks, no score streaks, and also no secondary weapons. So leave your bazookas at home. It is just down to the weapon of the round, be it AR, snipers, or SMGs.
Exactly, and that's what he brought up. We got the ARs to start. First round, sniper rifle will be the second round, with the third coming down to SMGs. Shipment, Killhouse Shipment. If there is a tiebreak throughout any of these matches, then we will go with the player who has the most kills. All right.
Yeah, and we saw a pretty close call of that, of course, coming in yesterday's matches, where we had, in fact, 2 of our 3 rounds ending up in a tie, and that was absolutely insane.
Yeah, definitely insane. And what's also insane is the prize pool, all right? First place gets 200,000, second with 150,000, 100,000 goes to third place, and 50 goes to fourth place. Looking forward to who will be running for those 4 prize pools.
Yeah, it is going to be quite a bit of a fight, and we already have a few people also now joining us over on the chat. We do have Loopscard, Joseph Obi, we've got Dara, as well as Tiano from our previous season, of course. We do have our first 2 competitors all locked and loaded up in the lobby.
Yes, we do. And, oh, don't want to hear myself in the background. But yes, we do. Let's go and chat with them and see how they're feeling before we begin. Grammy Boy and Nairobi, welcome to the stream. How you guys feeling? Can you hear me first and foremost? All right, we might talk to them.
Very good.
Perfect. So you guys are doing well. Good job getting to this far. You guys are the top 8 players. How does it feel to be at this point in the competition?
Here, feels good.
Few words, I like it. Feels good. So we're gonna just start right off, go into the ARs. As you guys know, make sure your perks and all the other things are set so you don't break any of the rules. And again, we'll begin. Good luck. All right, so here, there, they feel good. They're ready to go. And we are ready to watch them out too. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Hauser is gonna be running the rims. If you guys don't know Hauser at this point, he's the main organizer of this event. Deserves a lot of props for this, and we appreciate Hauser for putting this whole thing together. So definitely give him a lot of love in chat. Give him a lot of love on Discord. We also have the, I think we do have the Discord in the description on YouTube. So go and check that out to learn more about this event and other events that might go on in the future.
Well, yeah, speaking about events, of course, we are kicking off the first game. It is going to be Nairobi up against Grammy Boy. Some high-pressure gameplay potentially about to be upon us as we wait to see who's going to be the first player to bring in that first point on the board. Ooh, we can hear those utils, of course, now getting sent all over the place. Nairobi, as well as Mr. Grammy Boy here, just holding their positions, not looking to get too cheeky just yet.
Yeah, first off, playing slow in the beginning. Both players trying to get a feel for the other. Right there in the corner. And Grammy Boy will get the first kill, utilizing the AS Val as well.
Yeah, that is quite the weapon of choice that we've seen on these maps so many times, and I'm curious to see who's going to be taking it, because we've seen some pretty strong gameplay coming in from Nairobi, and the same, of course, can be said for Grammy Boy. So I think this is a very fair kind of matchup between the two of them, and now it all comes down to finding those angles. Nairobi holding off just behind the containers there. He's looking to potentially sneak in a quick point on the board. Oh! But of course, Grammy Boy, quick with the shots, does find a little bit of damage, and now he needs to try and come up with another way, another approach to inch himself closer to the next point.
With this small map, I do agree. Approaches are super important to surprise your enemies. So when there's only so many places you can be, trying to utilize every piece of real estate is probably going to be your best bet. A lot right now is just staying low, but assuming that the point difference is going to get wider, there's going to be some more risk-taking, especially when we go down to maybe the minute mark. Right now, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fight. I think he sees the gun maybe peeking out from Nairobi. The Grammy Boy is holding his corner. He does have to be cautious of that direction. But Nairobi is on his left. Staying silent as he goes from place to place.
I mean, this is almost like next level hide and seek we see happening right here. Now, oh, Nairobi gets spotted. Nairobi also spots Grammy Boy, both actually heading to that southern position on the map. Let's see now who's going to be the one to find the shot. I mean, Nairobi needs to dial up that aggression if he's looking to get a single point on board. I think it's going to be only a matter of time before we see them meeting each other once again. And I mean, Grammy Boy is just making his way through the entirety of the map. Nairobi up ahead. Oh, he finds the second point. Now, Nairobi really needs to start dialing in the aggression.
Yeah, Nairobi has been trying to play that slow game, just like Grammy has been doing. But as you are starting to lose the game, you do have to be the player that takes more risk. If you don't, then the timer may run out before you have a chance to get some kills. And that's a great opportunity for Grammy Boy to continue his lead, getting it 3 in a row now, not even allowing Nairobi to getting on the board. Let's see if Nairobi can even get a kill, let alone catch up.
Targets inside.
Yeah, this is some A-class shooting coming in from Grammy Boy. I'm feeling a little bit worried for Nairobi. He's already trailing by 4 points. There's less than 1.5 minutes remaining on the clock, and the pressure is going to be on. But up comes Nairobi in a hot pursuit. Yep, finds the first point. Now, only 3 more to go to try and even it up.
Yeah, right now Nairobi representing his Wakanda clan. Very good team in general. Plays in a lot of comp events. And they do, obviously, as I mentioned, very well in those comp events. 1v1's all obviously a little different. No teamwork involved, just purely your own game skills. and understanding your opponent. But Nairobi getting 2 in a row, picking it up with 45 seconds left. Does he have enough time? Another kill.
It's going to be close. It's going to be super, super close. It comes down to that final second. We saw that in yesterday's matches, but what? Grammy Boy sneaks in a cheeky hit. Now Nairobi has so much work to try and even this up.
Oh my god, he got another kill though.
4th point, yeah.
Oh, he didn't see Grammy Boy behind him. He has to hear him though. He evens it up. 14 seconds left. Will we have a winner or will it go to tie?
Oh, this is going to be so close.
I think both of them are staying back. Both of them are a little weary of pushing the other, and so it will go down the clock to 0, 5-5.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was quite the admirable play coming in from both of them. I mean, Nairobi and of course Grammy Boy just holding those positions, not wanting to be the one to give up that placement, just holding on. I mean, a tie, I guess, is better than getting a 0 to your name.
Yeah, I think for Nairobi, that certainly made sense because he was having a hard time. He was always losing throughout the game until that very moment. At some points, we're tying. But so I think Nairobi did a great job. Grammy was playing the slow game throughout the entirety of the match. So I don't think he was going to start picking up being aggressive given the whole time he was playing on the slow pace strat. So let's see if we can hear them and get their views of the game. Grammy Boy and Nairobi, really tough game, really tough and tight as well. Nairobi, you were down by 3 at one point. Tell us how you got back into the game and what you plan to do going into the next round to kind of solidify maybe a win this time.
Yeah, so I feel he's gone up to me.
What was that? You feel like it was Say that again, Nairobi?
What do you say? Yeah, I said I feel he was using a balanced loadout.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I took his gun throughout the match and I got a kill.
Well, you had some really great streaks in a row quickly. Obviously, that wasn't the way you wanted to play at the very beginning. You were playing the slow-paced game, and then you started getting your kills playing the fast-paced style. Tell us a little bit about the change in pace.
I was pissed at the moment because I was like, why do I keep staying back? Because normally I don't play passive. I'm the kind of player that rush. So I was like, okay, let me just play my game. That's it.
I think, yeah, if you play your game, I think that's the right and true way. I hope you do well in the next round. Grammy Boy, good job from you. You had a really great early kill count. I think it was 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, really great shot work. What got you to that 4 in a row in the beginning?
I knew he was going to play passive, so I just got aggressive.
Can you speak up a bit? It's hard to hear you for a moment.
I said I knew he was going to play passive, so I decided to play aggressive at the start.
Yeah, so you were able to crouch and get around silently. I'm not sure if Nairobi was able to hear you or see you before you did, but it was some really great movement, taking the center stage. That was a play that you wanted to do from the get-go? That was something you thought, we're going to try this and see if it works?
Yeah, I like staying in the middle.
Well, it worked out very
for the most part.
It worked out very well for you, I thought. And we'll see in the next round how you guys play. This will be the sniper round. Good luck to both of you.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys just heard, we'll go into the sniper round right now. Both of them, I think both of them were having a really good game in different ways, DK. I think their gameplay was, for Grammy Boy, his best gameplay was stay low, stay silent, stay moving, but not to a complete, and not go to a complete halt. While Nairobi's was, well, this slow pace game is not working for me. I got to pick up the speed, and it worked out very nicely.
Yeah, it definitely did. And I mean, that was such a beautiful, beautiful comeback. I mean, making that jump all the way from 0 back up to 5 to even out the scoreboard, that was absolutely phenomenal. But now as we get ready to move up into snipers, I'm expecting them to kind of let go of that more passive approach. Here we want to see a little bit more of those calculated angles. You know, they got to try and just find that beautiful line of sight. And already we see Nairobi as well as Grammy Boy just taking their time, just trying to get a feel of where to kind of try and expect each other. But I think once that first shot really starts flying, it is going to be an absolute snowball from there on forward.
So both players are using different weapons. We see the DL-Q33. That's been a probably crowd favorite as far as players in this event. Grammy Boy, on the other hand, using the Locust. Probably the second most used sniper in this event. So by no means bad weapons at all, but still, different weapons could lead to different outcomes.
We lost the lead.
I did not think Grammy was going to get hit there, but he does, as he gets shot down behind the stairs.
Yeah, and we saw Nairobi getting really close to a little bit of a risky position there. He did get shot in the knee. A quick response, then of course coming through, just finding the close on towards Grammy Boy. But now we're back to a little bit of cat and mouse game once again. Both players know the potency at which their opposing player can actually operate, and we've seen this really come to fruition across the previous few days of gameplay. But now this is where they need to step it up once again. And Grammy Boy currently is trailing behind by 1 point, and if he's not careful, it could kind of be the same situation across the match here.
Yeah, we'll see if Nairobi can keep this lead. Obviously, I was down in the first match by 4 and didn't even get on the board until Game Boy had 4 kills. So this is obviously going to be different. By how much, though, is the question. Will Grammy Boy be able to pick it up and get some kills going forward? Or will Nairobi just kind of run away with it?
Well, we have to wait and see what they have in store for us. We can see, of course, on that mini-map, everybody just taking it so cautiously. We do have Grammy Boy, rather, getting ready to move up a little bit. We do see Nairobi now getting up, just quickly repositioning behind the wall. Still a big, serious case of cat and mouse happening here. Not quite sure who's the cat, who's the mouse, but either way, it is going to be a pretty crazy play. I mean, Nairobi is well in the lead now, and that timer is slowly counting down. So we're expecting Grammy Boy now to get up and look to try and get a few more points on the board.
Yeah, certainly. Nairobi does not have to be the risky player. Obviously, he's doing minimal risk by staying prone. There's no doubt about that. But Grammy Boy trying to get angles, just staying on his side of the map, though, which is making it tough for him to see Nairobi hiding behind some protected areas. So he does have to go into enemy side territory, and he just might have seen him there. Gets a great shot, first hit.
Yeah, but there's always that golden rule to remember. 90% of the time, if you can't see someone, it's very likely that they can't see you either, right? So if you want to get a shot, you're going to have to try and find your opponent. And this is where things could get a little bit interesting, as both players have now scored a point on either side. But Grammy Boy steps up with a beautiful headshot onto Nairobi.
Yeah, that was a great shot on Nairobi, just crumbling after that hit. And so far, it seems like Grammy Boy, every shot he's taken has been successful. I think he only has taken 2 shots, if I'm not mistaken, and both of them made contact for a kill.
So far, the pressure is just really now starting to mount as we are nearing that 1 minute mark on the clock. And, well, it is a 2-1 lead in favor of Grammy Boy. The first shot now coming in from Nairobi. It misses the shot, and up comes Grammy Boy with his 3rd kill.
Picking up the pace. Remember, Grammy Boy was losing in this one to start, as we were getting down to maybe 3 minutes left. Now, with less than a minute, point difference is expanding.
Oh,
that was a great prone work from Grammy Boy, utilizing every movement in his toolbox.
Sniper, get down!
So right now, this is going to be Grammy Boy's win, 4-1. We do have 15 seconds left. Yeah, technically he can die here, but still, I think he definitely has cleared this one for himself. Great work from Grammy Boy. As he will go on to match number 3. Both of them will go on to match number 3 to see who will be able to move on entirely to the grand finals. All right. So congratulations again to Grammy Boy. I think what we saw from Grammy Boy compared to Nairobi on that one was that he was willing to kind of creep over more to find his opponent. And that movement was allowing him to not only spot out his opponent first, but also to stay alive and avoid the enemy shot.
Yeah, but what I also think is, like, if we look at the way that Nairobi was moving when we passed that 2-minute mark, is you could see the frustration because he is wanting to find those angles and he just can't get them. I mean, Grammy Boy was playing it so calculated. He made it so difficult for Nairobi to get a clear line of sight on him. So, yeah, maybe just the way that he approached that could have maybe contributed to, you know, Grammy Boy landing those extra additional shots over towards Nairobi.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's going to be interesting because Nairobi, I feel like we're more used to seeing him move much at a faster pace. So I think he's probably going to pick it up for this next game with SMGs. That was his success going into match number 1 with the ARs, and it will be the same map. So I would not be surprised if he starts off with the aggressive type of movement. Grammy Boy, I think it's been working his slow pace gameplay, not necessarily to a screeching halt, but he is moving around slowly, and I think we're going to see that continue. And I think we're going to be ready for match number 3 right now. Grammy Boy just needs to ready up. Both players are just getting themselves suited. Let's see. I want to show you guys the schedule here. We don't have much more of a schedule as Hauser will start any moment. There we go. But just to quickly go over this, we only got the grand finals left. We've gone through the first round of qualifiers, which had over 700 players to begin with. Then we are going into group stages. We're in group stages right now with the last day with 8 players left. And now it is, or next week will be the grand finals. So that, remember November 10th, as that's going to be the start of the group of grand finals. 4 players in that situation.
Yeah, speaking about the grand finals, this is going to be our last match. Ooh. And we are looking to see who's going to be the victor as Grammy Boy lands the first blow on towards Nairobi. But this is the game in which Nairobi can still make up for the draw and the loss coming in on that second game. We did, of course, see in the previous days of gameplay Nairobi being super capable of performing like an absolute monster when it comes over towards SMGs and, of course, the map right here. And that is exactly the kind of game that we see coming through from Nairobi once again.
Even with Nairobi not seeing the enemy first there, he was clearly the one that was surprised by that engagement, and yet he was able to recover enough to get the kill. So that was big from Nairobi. 2-1 now. Only ahead by 1. We have a lot. Ooh, coming over. Nairobi couldn't even get a shot off to stop Grammy Boy from killing him first. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, but I mean, this is going to be a really tough one. If Nairobi is looking to win this one, he needs to also win with quite a bit of a point lead. So he can't just have one more kill than Grammy Boy. He needs to try and establish quite a bit of dominance throughout this match. And so far, Grammy Boy is leading with 2, make that 3 points ahead of Nairobi. So the pressure is really starting to mount as Nairobi now has so much more work to do. And with that, Grammy Boy just pushes that lead further onto 4 points now.
Enemy contact.
Wow, even with that one, I thought Nairobi had to jump on him. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen here. Tries it again, and even then, Grammy Boy with a little bit of health left stays alive. It's 8-2. Nairobi needs a lot of kills. Incredible amount in order to stay in this one. And hopefully that'll be the start of it for Nairobi.
Yeah. Well, what better way to get it done? You know, nothing like jumping over your opponent's head and shooting him from behind. That is what we saw come through from Nairobi. But with that, Grammy Boy spots the angle again, positioning himself on a higher angle there, making it very difficult for Nairobi to jump over his head, and steps up, picks up another point. Already now 7 ahead. It's so much I can't even speak anymore.
It's crazy. The MX-9 is a great SMG. Both of them are using the same weapon. Both of them are using it in entirely different ways. Grammy Boy controlling, well, when he was winning the match, and I mean, he's still winning, but when he was getting more kills, he was controlling the center. And right now, that's what he's doing after he got a kill. And he's not allowing Nairobi from pushing into it. Uh-oh, Grammy Boy might be, needs to be cautious there. He still turns around and gets the kill. Are you kidding me with that play?
Yeah, he heard that slide coming in, and oh, Grammy Boy just on a runaway streak now, leading by 11 points. I mean, this is going to be such a tough one for Nairobi to try and close up. But we've seen now that it is possible. But man, Nairobi's got to pull some chickens out of hats here if he wants to try and make that happen. And oh, Grammy Boy just closing up 13-point lead. Wow.
Yeah, this is definitely going to cover it. This is way more than enough kills to win not only this match, but the matchup completely. Grammy Boy with 1 minute and 10 seconds. Even got a flash there. Let's see if he can finish it up. And he will finish up the kill. But as I was saying before, Grammy Boy will be moving on to the grand finals next week. He's definitely going to be one of the top 4 players there. And this is not an easy player to win against. Nairobi is a fantastic player, and that's it. Doesn't go to the end of the timer. Instead, it'll go to the total kill count of 20.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm reading DSAWV, whatever. It says the power of a gaming, the SAV coming in with the power of a gaming chair and headset. I mean, that was just absolutely. If that is what a gaming chair does, there's obviously something wrong with mine.
I need to get 10 of them.
Mine does not do that. Yeah, maybe. I think so. But that was just beast mode coming in from Grammy Boy. Beautifully done.
Let's see how they're feeling right now. Grammy Boy and Nairobi, GG's. Great work from both of you. Obviously, Grammy Boy, congratulations. You're going to be able to move on. But let's start with I don't think Nairobi wanted to talk there. Grammy Boy, we'll start with you and end with you as well. Tell us a little bit about your gameplay with that one. You started off getting a few kills early. It wasn't that fast-paced yet until maybe mid-game. And then all of a sudden, you were controlling the center. Everything was going your way.
Yeah, like that's, I don't know, that's practically my play style. Once I just get like mid control, I know how to navigate, I know the phone, so.
Can you speak up a bit, Grammy Boy?
Yeah, what do you say?
I'm sorry, just hard to hear you. But as you were saying, your pace?
I said once I get mid control, I don't see the need to run anymore because I know where you are going to spawn, so I just, rotate around like that.
Yeah, I think that was an excellent idea. When you were controlling the center, you know exactly which direction he's coming from because you can just use your headphones to get that hearing first and then point the gun second. With your shot firing, both of you guys use the MX-9. I like how you picked up his gun so you can continue with the ammo. Was it hard to kind of switch guns back and forth, making sure you had the right amount of ammo, or was that just part of the process that you're kind of used to at this point?
Nah, I'm used to it. Like, I'm with 5 guns.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Congratulations. Again, you're going to be moving on to the grand finals next week. We're excited to see you then. And stay healthy until then, for sure. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, so we got Virus on. He's going to be part of the second group. But before we go into that, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody? The Void from the bottom. No, he can't do it. That's 2 and 5 in a row now. All right, we got ourselves match number 2 now. As we said, Virus is in the room. We're waiting for his opponent to come in. DK from these 2 opponents, and I'll show it on the screen for everyone to see here. Who do you think will take it? Virus versus Davila.
Ooh. I mean, that is a pretty tough call, but we saw some pretty strong plays coming in from Virus, you know, just 2 days ago. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Virus, just because he's got the shorter name.
It's a shorter name. We'll get it. You know what? I'm going to go with Davila. I like the name Davila. We have not seen him compete yet. We've been watching different groups compete, and generally we would see everyone. We have seen all other 8 players here, right? We have seen all 8 players except for Davila, so he's going to be the wild card.
Yeah,
I'm excited because I do want to see how different players compete, and it's not like a what's the word I'm looking for? Cookie cutter situation where there's one type of gameplay that will work every single time. Sometimes it makes sense for different players to do different strategies based on their own strengths. So Virus, if I remember correctly with he was a very aggressive player, moving up and getting kills that way, not allowing his enemy to get used to what was happening to him. Some other players will play it differently. Obviously, we've already seen Grammy Boy has more of a slow pace, methodical, waiting to hear him first and then attack. And there's a ton of other strategies that hopefully we'll be able to get into as we see them. But for Virus and Davila, there they are. I'm going to get some music in here because I want that. There we go. Let's show you guys. What should we show you guys right now? I'm going to break out the...
Well, while you search, right?
Well,
I'm curious to
it
hear.
out. Go for it.
I'm curious to hear what our viewers are thinking, because I see quite a few shoutouts coming in. We've got a prediction here saying that Ovo and Cola are going to be making it straight on up in towards the finals, and we haven't even seen them play just yet. Also, a few shoutouts coming in for Virus, a few predictions, and I don't see anything for Davila coming in just yet. So I'm curious to see, or other to hear what the viewers are thinking. Do they have any hope for Davila potentially moving on to the next round, or is all the love just focused on to Virus?
Yeah. Aknoli, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Says Virus, go win that guy. Yeah, Ovo and Cola, as you mentioned before, they already got the love from Adedoyan. I think I pronounced his name like 10 times differently over the past few days. Ryder says my money's on Sensei. Virus for the win. Says AJ. Israel, I think that's how you say his last name. Mohammed, with his AR SMG skills. And that is for who? Let me know who you're rooting for, Mohammed, there.
You said Sensei is underrated with his AR SMG skills. Yeah,
There
it's
we
a bit of a broken up message, but you know, we can piece it together. It's what we do.
Yeah, it's something I don't do well, but yes, for sure. The real Sammy, welcome to the stream. Sammy for the win. Okay, a little self-soothing messaging. Definitely giving yourself some motivation. I like it. I do like that a lot. But all right, we have both players now into the room. Virus, once he's ready to go, because he still needs to put the green check on, then we will begin. Looks like we've got the green checks, so we're good to go.
Yeah, I love the comment coming in there from Imomumi, I guess it is. It says Baba struggling with the pigeon. Yeah, I've heard pigeon a lot, and a lot of times I just sit there and I just shake my head and I'm like, I wish I could understand what's being said. So yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean, I guess
I'm always
if
perfect.
anyone...
I don't know what you're guys talking about. I'm nailing this pigeon right now. You guys don't believe that? You guys aren't from Africa then. Obviously I am. There's no doubt, right? You guys can hear it, right, guys? Virus, Ovo, Sensei versus Cola. Anyone can take it, says Kevlar. All right, see? Nailed that one. There might have not been pigeon in that, but, you know, still nailed it.
Well, speaking about that, of course, we are going to be jumping into our next match up between Virus and Davila. The action about to unfold, and now the game is on. Ooh, Davila coming in already, looking down the center side there. I mean, that center point is such a strong position to hold. And now we got to see who's going to be the first one to dare venture in there and maybe establish a little bit of dominance in this match.
Yeah, both of them are taking the outsides of the map first. And Davila got a little bit of an angle to get some good shots. Let's see if Davila will capitalize on his initial volley. Throws a grenade toward him. He was able to escape and heal up as well. Davila trying to find Virus. He's inside the crate. He's jumping out. He's going to get some shots without him noticing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's got to sting a little bit, but of course, Virus now, you know, he's just infected this match as we saw. I believe that was just yesterday. Oh, but now Davila trying to come in with a quick bit of a response. Has taken quite a bit of damage. He does.
He's trying to keep Davila's health low right now. He keeps hitting him, so he's not able to rehab that health dwindling.
Enemy contact.
Oh, he couldn't do it. He missed so many shots on that last moment. If he just hit normally, he probably would have got the kill. But Davila stuck with it.
Enemy in sight.
Make sure to win it, and it will go right back to a 2-point lead in favor of Virus.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of infectious play coming through here in favor of Virus. Finding a 2-point lead so far, 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Anything can happen in these next few moments as both Davila and Virus has been showing quite a bit of potential, but with that, Virus steps up, claims yet another point, making it that much more harder for Davila now to try and close the gap.
Yeah, some may say Virus's gameplay is contagious as he is trying to continue to spread the bullets around.
And the only antidote we could have for that is lying in the magazine of Davila as he steps up, puts the spray in, and I mean, hopefully we'll see a little bit more come through, but he needs to be careful with that pre-fire. If he wastes too much of that mag, oh,
We're almost there.
yeah, it could be tough.
Davila did not have enough antibodies for that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, all right? That's the last pun I'm doing until I feel like there's a good pun going forward, all right?
Yep. Yep. Until next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
And I'm out. See you later. No. Davila is lagging behind a bit here as he will die again. Virus with 7 kills.
Enemy in sight.
Ooh, he almost finished that one up and decided, you know what? I don't want to finish it up then. I want to finish it up now. So there you go. Virus with another kill.
Yeah, this is some crazy, crazy gameplay. I mean, to think that this is just the first roundup coming in between these two guys, and Virus now looking to get quite aggressive, sends it through, and with that, Davila falls into the back of the container, bumping his head, but maybe he'll be able to make a bit of a comeback. Yes, 7-point difference now coming in. Virus. Yeah, we need to call Norton antivirus or something, because, I mean, he's just on a runaway streak now.
Yeah, Virus just seems to be unstoppable at this point, as he gets another kill there. Let's see if Davila has anything in his arsenal that will stop this plague, as another kill happens. 12-2.
Yeah, I wonder whether or not Davila's actually gone for his jabs. You know, this could maybe be why, right? This is why Virus is performing the way he is. Just absolutely insane plays coming on through. And I mean, I don't really see Davila making this up in the next 40 seconds. So it could be safe to say that this is in the bag for Virus.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I think Virus, or I should say Davila, at this point, he should try to get some more kills just to bring in some momentum for the sniper round. Feel more confident there if you get more kills. But overall, this match is definitely going to Virus. Virus's movements have been on point, back and forth. He's not giving Davila an inch. He'll work great places to defend. He'll be aggressive at times as well. Keeps mixing it up, and I think that's some great gun work when you play against an opponent who has no idea where you're going to come into.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely insane. But I gotta say, though, valiant effort coming in from Davila. Yes, going up against Virus is not one of the easiest matchups, but I mean, even though Davila he still played a decent game. You know, we saw a lot of movement coming through from Davila. He was frantically searching for that angle on towards Virus. But Virus being Virus, you know, it just makes it so damn difficult to find him and get those shots in.
Yeah, I think both of them did excellent. It's just Virus was just moving around so well. Davila, good work. I mean, obviously it's not the outcome that you were looking for, but you were doing really well, I think, especially in the beginning. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the game and what got you to this point as far as the competition. You've won a lot of matches.
Thank you. Well, it's I think. Well, I don't expect to get to this stage at all. Seeing the names of people that were playing, I know most of these names from watching competitive play. And like I said, I'm probably the only player that's got to this stage that doesn't play comps at all. So getting here, it feels nice. And I guess I got a little bit too excited in this match and I made some mistakes here and there. And obviously, Virus is a better player.
Well, it's not over yet. I think you have a chance still. Yeah, you are part of that top 8 group and an extreme elite group of players. I think if there's any team that would love to bring you into their clan, I'm sure they would love to have you as well. But yeah, don't count yourself out yet. We got snipers in the next round. Going to you, Virus. Congratulations with a pretty dominant lead there. You were controlling the center after getting a few kills. I think we've seen that, and even in the last round, it's been working out to be able to hear around the map. Say that again, Virus?
Turn off your mic. Okay, yes. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I feel I was actually scared at first because I've not seen this Davila name anywhere before, so I didn't know who I was up against. So I was asking around who's Davila, because I was just like scared a bit. But I just had to practice a bit today, then I was warmed up to play the match.
Well, your confidence certainly, or your gameplay seems otherwise. You were just, it seemed like you were confidently moving around wherever you wanted to go. You were able to make your way through it. But again, both of you guys played excellent. We're going to have our snipers round. You guys know what time it is, so make sure you guys are all set. And for everyone who's watching, let me know who you guys are rooting for, Virus or Davila. I think we've been rooting for both of them. At least there's a few players on the audience, or a few people in the audience that are rooting for both of you, so good luck again. All right. Match number 2 in Group 2. By the way, guys, we are doing 4 groups this time. In the previous streams that we've doing, we've done 3 groups, so 6 players in total. This will be obviously all 8 players as we've gone to the top 8 in this event. So this is literally at all the players are competing that you see on the stream are the last 8 that are in this event.
And it's going to be pretty exciting to see what Davila is going to bring stepping up into the sniper round. I mean, this is where Davila can make that comeback, looking to, you know, just even out that scoreboard, seeing that it is 1-0 in favor of Virus. But as we get into the match already, we do see a few push-ups coming through as Davila is just limbering himself up, getting ready for the potential aggression that should be finding its way on over. But Virus, as we can see, moving up there, he's looking like he's engaged in a hunter mode. He's searching for Davila. He wants to find that first initial kill.
Yeah, Virus has spotted him. Both of them actually have spotted each other. Davila with his first shot gets a hit.
Get down!
Just needs one little graze on the body and he gets it there.
Ooh.
What a hell of a turn, by the way.
Yeah, a really good start here for Davila. Now, let's hope to see more of this as we continue through. Ooh, Davila now just trying to play through the windowsill as our friend Virus is starting to make his way on in. But who knows? I mean, maybe he could find a few more hits over on towards Virus.
Both players using the same exact weapon, just different skins, going dark here for Virus. Let's see if... Oh, going for the top. That was a risky thing. Oh, he's not. He's just kind of trying to maybe bait out Davila to shoot. Ooh-wee. And now he's starting to take the center. The center is a good spot in teams for sure because it's hard to focus up top and then focus on the players on the ground at the same time. But having Virus on top, if Davila doesn't know it, that could be a bad problem for Davila. But if he sees him up here, you should have a good sense of how to work with this, shoot through the walls, and maybe even get him on the headshot here.
He could, but I mean, he hasn't looked up just yet. So I'm not quite sure whether or not Davila is aware of Virus's position.
Sniper.
But this approach up the staircase could definitely help alleviate that issue as they are back to cat and mouse games. Here we go now. Ooh, beautiful back and forth, great exchange. Here we go, a hit landing from Virus's side, but now the pressure is on. Davila gets taken down as Virus sends through the second point.
Yeah, Virus with 2 shots in a row that made contact. That's certainly going to be enough with these weapons to get a kill. Virus already has the lead after match number 1, getting the win. Davila needs to win this in order to stay in it. Virus doesn't need to win this, but if he does, he will certainly move on to the next matchup in the grand finals.
And it's going to be quite exciting making it all the way to there. But first, we need to have a winner come through. And Davila trying relentlessly to get the shots up into Virus. He does succeed. And with that, evens out the scores. Now we're back to ground zero. No one holding that lead just yet. Of course, Davila sending out a few utils there. Oh, but up comes Virus, sends it straight on through.
He barely showed himself there. And Virus just got him.
Sniper. Need backup. Get down.
Virus jumps down after getting spotted, and it has been downhill, but unfortunately, Virus comes in with a good shot on Davila. I really thought Davila was going to get that one. He just needed one more shot on the body, and he was not going to be able to get that shot off in time.
But I gotta say though, right, I gotta give it to Davila. I mean, he is really stepping up to try and match the gameplay coming in from Virus. As he said now, while we were chatting to them, you know, it's like, he didn't really expect to come in. He wasn't playing a lot of competitive per se, but just looking at the level of gameplay that he is coming in with, I mean, he is making it quite difficult for Virus, but Virus is now getting a little bit cheeky there. He's swapping over onto towards his Karamba, and now, oh, come on.
I think a lot of what Virus is doing is trying to wait out the clock. And he's also shooting back now. And there's the kill for sure, as he was stuck prone. I think, ooh, right as he ran out, Virus foresaw his spawn point. And got that quick kill. And another quick kill as he just came around the wall. 8-2 now with 30 seconds left. Davila will need a miracle in order to come back. I don't see that happening. But he needs to get the shots on target, one right after the other. And with now 15 seconds,
get down.
I don't think there's a chance anymore. Great shot there, though.
Yeah, a nice little bit of vengeance, or revenge coming in there at the hand of Davila. But now the question is, you know, I don't think it's going to be able to get anything done. And with that, of course, the counter runs out and it gets headed over towards Virus. But I have to commend Davila, right? This has been an absolutely phenomenal performance coming in from him, making it this far. Looking at the sheer number of participants we've had, I mean, this is nothing to scoff at. This has been an absolute amazing point to reach. And if this is his first go at competitive, man, I have great hopes seeing him come back once again.
Yeah, definitely major props to Davila. I think his humbleness will take him far as well. He knew his situation was going to be tough, and he played the best he could. So I really do hope to see more of him, especially in comp play. As he mentioned before, he's not really part of these comp scenes. But Davila is an excellent example of somebody who might not have that comp experience, but has a lot of great gameplay to bring to the table. So again, I also want to appreciate Davila competing in this one at a high level. All right, let's go and see how they're doing. Davila, can you hear us? GG. walk us through your snipes. Obviously, it was tough, but you did an excellent job.
Yeah, for this round, I was having a bit of shot delay or shot restriction delay because I had him on my scopes and then I was shot, but then I found myself dead and he's still standing. My shots were taking time to connect. And also, he had those great angles, you know, having the whole experience and stuff.
There was a few times, Davila, where you actually made contact, but you just were not able to get the kill from it. Just couldn't get those one-shot wonders off. But yeah, I mean, your accuracy wasn't.
Hit markers.
What was that?
Yeah, I was talking about the hit markers.
I think your accuracy was very good. Your movement was great as well. I think Virus is just on that next tier, and I hope to see you continue to compete and even work on your game because I think you're close, though. I think you're really close to getting to that level where I think Virus is right now.
Well, thank you.
Virus, congratulations. You will be moving on now to the grand finals. First, tell us how you feel, and then kind of tell us about the gameplay with the snipers.
Okay, firstly, I'm very excited, actually. I'm very, very excited. Because I wasn't expecting myself to go this far, to be honest, because I don't really play 1v1. I'm more of a team player, you get. So I don't really play 1v1. So me getting here is probably just by grace.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have seen you compete on the team level and with solos. Tell us the difference between solos and teams for you, and what made this difficult.
Okay, as for solo now, I'll say, yeah, he's like all man for himself. You don't have team callouts. You don't have that extra support, you know, because most likely in my team now, we are actually very, very good with our callouts. So if any enemy is at your back, you will hear your callout, like your teammate to tell you, okay, Virus behind you, Virus by your left, Virus by your right. So those things, it makes team play easier.
Yeah, when you have that support group where they can do different things and you don't have to do everything on your own, I think that's obviously the main factor when it comes to comp play with teams and squads compared to just solos. So yeah, congratulations again, Virus. Fantastic gameplay. You will definitely, again, be moving on to the grand finals next week. I hope you're well rested for that when it comes around, and we will certainly see your gameplay going forward. GG to both of you. All right, we are halfway through. DK, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the game so far, especially between the two players that we just had. I think both of them did an excellent job. It's just that Virus is just on a whole new level. We might have lost DK for the moment, but we will bring him back. Right now, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Okay, later, guys. The Void from the bottom. No, he can't do it. That's 2 and 5 in a row now.
That golden touch, time to light it up. Let's go. Yeah, this is it. Go! Yeah, this is it.
Jack it up.
right, welcome back. We have our third fight coming up. Just making sure we got good mics here. Yep. So we have EG Sammy competing against. Let me get sure I get the right name here. We got Sammy versus Ovo. All right, Sammy versus Ovo. If you guys have a player that you're rooting for, let us know. I saw some people rooting for Ovo at some point. But I think Sammy was self-soothing. That's right. He was rooting for himself. Hopefully some other people will do it for him and help him out. But it looks like we got both of them now in the game. Going through some of the chat, I see Baloo. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. What is that? Ernstine, welcome to the stream as well. Virus, I'm coming for you, bro. I must nuke his ego. Oh, yeah, he had a crazy ego, JK. He really didn't have... It was a very modest ego, I think, for him. Dammy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. Ernstine, way they earn money. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going with yes. Retrovert, welcome to the stream. It says no cure. Yep, no cure for virus. That is for sure. And Ovo for the win, says Baloo.
Yeah, we got Virus himself in the chat as well, so yeah, some good support coming in here, but I mean, I gotta say once again, right, this was such an interesting matchup coming in between Virus and Davila, right? I mean, I see great potential in Davila in the comp scene, as, you know, in the future. I hope he stays, and I hope he, like, gets picked up by a team, because, I mean, that guy is showing some crazy potential. But of course, we are going to be moving into the next match. It is going to be Ovo up against Sammy. It is going to be some pretty crazy gameplay across the board. And I mean, I'm hoping to see some even more crazy plays coming through this time around.
Yep. Once they're both ready, we will begin with Ovo and Sammy. Yeah, as you've mentioned, we have seen both of them compete, both playing at a very high level. This should be very interesting. I do see this one being the closest fight compared to all the matches we have seen so far. Both of them repping their different clans, SGH on one and EG on the other. Elite Gamers are generally known, especially in the BR scene, as one of the best teams in all of Africa. So Sammy, obviously being a part of that, is going to be doing, I think, a fantastic job. But that is soon to be seen, as we don't have to wait long as well until Sammy gets ready. Let's show you guys the map for this one and the map for the next two as well while we're at it. We got the ARs listed for shipment, so both players need to make sure that they have ARs set up. Next is sniper rifles at Kill House. We will definitely have that round for this matchup, and the one that might come around depending on how well both players play in the first two rounds. The third will be submachine guns, so that'll also happen at shipment. Kill limit obviously is going to be 20, so anytime they reach 20 we're going to go, and it looks like, speaking of going, we're starting. So there you go. Let's show you guys what I see.
We see some opening counters right then and there, of course, waiting for this match to step up, to kick off rather. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Sammy is going to bring to the table. We know Ovo can do some pretty, can bring some pretty crazy plays. But now, right out the gate, Sammy does find quite a bit of damage on towards Ovo, but also taking quite a bit himself. No, we were still waiting to see who's going to be the player to grab that first match point.
Yeah, both I think are using the Asval. Pretty sure they were both using that weapon. Definitely Ovo. We've already seen an SGH player play with Virus, and he won his side. Will both of them be able to continue to rep their teams? Or will Sammy stop that from happening?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting one. Oh, the first kill getting handed right over towards Sammy. So a little bit of a blow over towards Ovo, but of course, you know, there's still 4 minutes on the clock, so anything can still happen. And we do see a few shoutouts coming in for Ovo. Aerosol staying over for the win. So now the pressure is on. The high expectations. And of course, Ovo needs to find that point onto Sammy.
Yeah, right now, Sammy's playing... Ooh, comes out. I didn't expect him to come out to the center. And because the entire time he was playing defensively after getting his first kill.
Targets in sight. Contact with
Now
enemy.
he's decided to push out a bit.
Enemy in
I think
sight.
not only was that surprising to me, but probably surprised Ovo. Great slide out, but Ovo is just super accurate with his shots to get that kill. So Sammy now still ahead. Ooh, and gets another kill. So now ahead by 2.
Yep. Sammy coming in looking to prove a point now. Of course,
Enemy
Ovo
in sight.
still to find his second point. The first grenade getting sent out. Oh,
Wow.
but Sammy.
What an
I mean,
angle.
he's just like a eel, you know. He's just slipping and sliding all over the place.
Carnivorous one at that as he continues to get kills. 2-4 in favor of Sammy.
Need backup.
Ovo pre-firing, but I think these barrels helped out a ton for Sammy,
Grenade.
as he's able to now pad his lead to 3 ahead.
Enemy.
Well, we got Cola even now supporting over there a little bit, but Sammy, oh, he's really getting on a beautiful streak here now, leading by 4 points. I
Yeah.
mean, the pressure is on. Ovo needs to try and find that angle. He needs to try and get that strategy to try and combat Sammy's performance here.
Yeah, we're now under halfway through this game, so he needs to start picking it up. 4 kills is a lot, I feel like, with the way they're pacing themselves. But he may want to start picking it up to have a better chance of getting ahead. Gonna throw a grenade, hope to bank it off the side there. It does not work though. There he is. I don't know if you saw him. He's cutting over to the right. There he is again. Saw him for a brief second.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, that was a big hit on Ovo. Losing almost all of his health except for maybe 5%. Is now regenerating it. Get some good shots back at Sammy. Unfortunately, he needed to reload, and that slowed his pace to push forward after a great volley. Yeah, Sammy needs, or sorry, Ovo needs to continue to push forward when he is able to capitalize on some initial shots. He just didn't do it then, and Sammy took advantage.
But this is quite interesting to see, though. I mean, both Sammy and Ovo, they are just playing the extremities of this map. We don't really see any of them venturing up into that center position. I mean, this is so curious to see. We normally have the players, you know, one setting up that position in the center, just using those audio cues to try and pick up his opponent. But so far, this is a complete change. And so far, it is working out quite favorably for Sammy.
Yeah, I think Sammy probably feels more comfortable in the corners. And usually if you get a few kills, then you want to take center so you can just hear out and shoot some more. But I have a feeling Sammy's not that type of player where he's just aggressive, tries to get as many possible. He understands that once he has a big lead, it's the other opponent's job to go and be aggressive. And this is just to make sure he doesn't lose, which is certainly going to get him a win.
Ooh. But looking at these hits, I mean, I like the strategy that Sammy is playing. Very, very calculated approach to this. You know, is moving himself into an angle where he could potentially just lay down the fire on towards Ovo. And that is working out so beautifully with a 10-2 lead in favor there of Sammy.
Yeah, we'll go and talk to Sammy a bit here with a great game. But yeah, I do want to talk to him about his strategy because I love seeing that one. That was definitely different than we saw from the first 2 matchups in ARs. Let's see if he's on. So we can talk to him a bit. Ovo and Sammy, good job. GG's. Sammy with a great win there. I'm going to start with you, Sammy, with that. You played a little different than what most people do when they're ahead, at least for the last 2 matchups where people would take the center. How come you didn't do that? Obviously, you didn't need to with the corners. You taking the corners instead. I don't know if you can hear me, Sammy. You have your mic on. But if you can't, or if you're getting your mic set up, we'll start with Ovo. Ovo, are you able to hear me as well? Maybe not.
I can hear you.
Perfect. As I said, GG to you, Ovo. It was a tough loss for the first match, but I do expect some greater things from you in the next 2 matches. How good was Sammy in that fight against you? And do you have particular thoughts on how you're going to return in the sniper round?
She was very good. She won the gunfights. I don't know how, but he kept winning, and I think I was lagging somehow. I think I was just lagging.
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully your MS won't be an issue for the sniper round. MS is certainly a big deal when it comes to these events. So again, good luck to you in match number 2. And Sammy, I think your mic's working now. Is that right? Or not? It could be working, but it's super low. We'll talk to you, Sammy, in the next round, after the next round. So good luck to you guys in the sniper round.
All right, thanks.
Alrighty. All right, so we're going to start match number 2. Again, that is going to be with snipers, if you didn't catch that the first 2 times. The way I feel like we're gonna see similar movement from both sides. Even with Ovo not quite getting the kills he was looking for, I did think that his movement was the right pace. So it's just a matter of being more accurate and getting your shots more on target, and that's kind of what snipers are about.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we did see Sammy with an 8-point lead in that previous round. So that was just absolutely insane. The pressure is going to be on, of course. This is the match in which Ovo now needs to try and even that scoreboard. Otherwise, it is going to be, going straight over towards Sammy. But, well, it seems like we are waiting for Sammy to hop on over, to hop on in so we can get into the action. And Ovo, just, having a nice little gander at the numbers written on the floor, that's what one does while you are waiting for your opponent to pitch up.
Yeah, you're thinking about like the textures of the ground. Ooh, that looks interesting, all that. So I'm sure he's doing a deep dive into the map. But we've got it. Looks like, yep, Sammy's now in. I hope Sammy's MS isn't going to be an issue. That would usually mean that if it took you that long to get into the room, but again, hopefully he's going to be all set and ready to go. It looks like his movement seems to be fine. As he needs to change his weapon, though. He has the Bison. So I think he was just waiting to die first there, and hopefully he'll change it up. There he goes. So that's the point. And there we go. Yep. Now we're off to a legit snipe.
Yeah, that's the way you get it done. If you come in with the wrong weapon, just run to your opponent and say, please just reset me so I can get the right weapon loaded in. And now it is game on, but already the first point on board for Ovo. So I'm curious to see what Sammy is going to be doing. Will we see another runaway performance, or will it be Ovo to step up and claim the dub?
Yes, Ovo could finish it up here. Sammy can finish it up here.
Get down, sniper!
With a win. But we'll see if that happens. Smoke thrown on top of Sammy.
Sniper!
Been spotted. Wow, what a head! It wasn't a headshot, but it was a hell of a shot. Right over the wall. Barely peeking out there.
That shot hit straight over towards him, and now Ovo looking to line up the next one. Sammy cooking up the utils up ahead, sends it over. Nice bounce. Is it going to reach the point? No. Lands a little bit short, but Ovo, of course, now displaying the hard cover, not looking to expose himself too much. This is a sniper, so you don't need many hits. You just need one really, really good shot. And, well, so far, Sammy is now having to make up quite a bit of ground here, looking to regain those 2 points.
Both of them have a pretty clear understanding of where the other is. It's not like they're looking around wondering, are they going to come from a different angle? They're looking directly at each other, and both of them are playing patiently. Ovo with a 2-point lead. That'll help get Sammy out, and Sammy dies right next to Ovo as he quickly runs over his body.
Well, if Ovo keeps on at this space, we could very well be seeing them face off with the SMGs But it is still early time, I guess. We're still in the early stages of the game. Still have 2.5 minutes remaining. And this is where we look to, or hope to see a little bit more aggression now coming out from Sammy's side, looking to put some points on the board.
Sammy through the stairs, spots him out, and gets a kill. The first one in the match for him. So snipers are tough. I mean, I think it has to be, and people can correct me on this, but I think snipers are the hardest weapon to use in MP. Just given the close proximity you are next to the other, you really have to be able to slide your controls in order to get contact, or to make sure that your red dot, or in this case a white dot, is lined up before you scope in.
Ooh. Or you could just wait, right?
Or you can wait as you scope in, waiting.
Yeah, like Sammy did now. That was such a beautiful shot, but Ovo says, oh, all right, I see how it's going. I'm going to step up, find another hit, and, you know, just increasing that lead now to a 2-point lead over Sammy.
I like this push. Sammy has no clue. Oh, he figured it out now. Got shot. Oh, he's losing a little bit of figure. He can't figure out where he is, and he still gets the kill. I think he was having a lot of confusion trying to find Sammy. And then once he did, he's like, oh, there you are, and takes the shot to get the kill. Mr. Wide open
push coming
shot.
in from Sammy. Yeah, let's see who's gonna get the point on this one. Is it gonna go over to Ovo? Will it be in favor of Sammy, of course, now? Ovo, his hand is slightly getting forced here as Sammy pushes up so aggressively. Who's gonna get the point? Beautiful
Another
exchange.
hit. Both hit once, and there it is. Ovo coming in strong. He has 4-point lead now with 30 seconds left. So as we mentioned before, Sammy won match number 1. And it looks like Ovo will move on to win match number 2 here. And that will definitely lead us to a match 3 with SMGs. As that kill will finish it up for, again, this match.
I see Deadshot comes in and says, yo, who did Ovo give his login details to? Oh, man.
That can't be him.
That was quite funny. Yeah,
that can't be him. He's playing too good.
But that was a really impressive play coming in from Ovo. And, of course, with that performance, they've now only evened out the scoreboard. It is 1 victory each. And of course, we are going to be moving over towards the lovely SNG round now.
Yeah, between Ovo and Sammy, it's hard to pick. And as I mentioned this in the very beginning, that I thought this was going to be the matchup where it was super tight. And both of them are showing off their different styles of gameplay. For one, Ovo is more of a passive player, methodical player, in my opinion, as he moves around the map trying to get different angles. Sammy was on the other end of that, going a bit more aggressive. Still methodical, still great movement, but a little bit on a faster pace. And that might have hurt him a little bit on the sniper side, because playing back, trying to get those longer range shots might have been the right idea for him. But still, it could have gone either way for both matches, for both players. So we're going to now finish it up with the SMGs for these two elite type of players. And then we got ourselves the next match after that. So when this one's over, don't go anywhere. We still got another matchup. So I think any moment now when Sammy is readied up and now when Ovo is ready up, we will begin.
Yeah, but of course, I mean... Oh, there we go. All right, Ovo is readying up. Now we're just waiting for dear old Sammy there to hit that green button and we can get right up into the action. I mean, I gotta agree with you. I don't know who to root for coming into this final round. Round 3, SMGs. It is gonna be... It's still pretty much anyone's game. And I think Ovo has now gotten a sense of how, you know, Sammy kind of goes about shipment. So I'm curious to see whether or not we're gonna see an improved performance coming in from Ovo.
Yeah, right now, as you mentioned, Sammy won a very similar match with ARs. So usually if you did well in match number 1, you probably should do well in match number 3. But that is not necessarily the case. Yesterday we had a matchup between 2 players, went 3 matches, and the person who won match number 1 actually lost match number 3.
Yeah, I mean, that is just the way it goes in, you know, playing a best of 3. You got to keep that rhythm flowing. You got to keep that focus on point. And now, Sammy is looking to send that grenade up onto the point there of Ovo. Doesn't find any damage just yet. They are playing a little bit of hide and seek, and Ovo already has that first point on board. But will we see Sammy now clutch it out once again? Oh!
Perfectly thrown tactical there. Banks it off the fence so he didn't have to peek out. And as it bounces off to hit the enemy, or at least flashbang the enemy, that made it easy for Sam to find him. And this is what I'm talking about. With Sammy's movements, he is more fast-paced. He doesn't like taking center, which is not the norm for players who get ahead. But still, he's a fast-paced player.
Exactly. A fast-paced,
freaking.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, I mean, I gotta say, Sammy is so on point with these shots. Once he gets that that side lined up, I mean, it is just it's tickets right then and there. And Ovo now sensing that kind of play, adopting a little bit more of a, you know, a calculated approach, not looking to put himself out there just yet. But I wonder at which point Sammy is going to start wandering around, go looking for him.
Yeah, with Sammy ahead, he doesn't necessarily have to move first. There is 3 minutes left, so it's not like one feels super confident that they can hold back just to play defensive for the rest of the game. But Sammy doesn't necessarily have to be that guy. Ovo is more likely to have to take the risk. I'm kind of surprised Ovo's playing like this, given that you don't know what's going to happen over the next few moments, the next few minutes. So you really want to figure out, all right, do I have to play passive yet? Do I have to be aggressive later on? The more time that ticks, it makes it harder for Ovo to win, even though the difference isn't that great yet.
Yeah, and I mean, this is definitely Ovo's game to push, right? I mean, he is at the deficit. He needs to go out looking for those points. And I mean, Sammy can at this point just sit back, relax, and wait to see at which point Ovo decides to, you know, come out of hiding and, you know, to find a few points.
Exactly. Now, if they do wind up tying it, that could lead to a different strategy. But you can't really make that assumption if you're Ovo at this point. So I don't know if this is the way to do it. He may be AFK, to be quite honest. I don't know. Because that's not normally what Ovo would do either. There he is. And yeah, he must have been AFK. He didn't even get a shot off there. So that is going to be unfortunate. He might have been phased out of the game. Let's see if he'll move now. No. So that is unfortunate for Ovo. Sammy should have an easier time now to just collect kills. And this is what Sammy should do. Take advantage when you can. There is no, you know, he should not shoot because Ovo's not moving. You know, this is the game that you're dealt with. Both players, you know, if the same thing happened to Sammy, Ovo would take advantage too. That's the point.
Yeah, we're just hoping to see Ovo come back. Not quite sure what the situation is, what the case is, and we see Sammy actually now going into center. I mean, that is not a position we see Sammy in all too much, but I mean, yeah. Now we have to wait and see whether or not Ovo is going to grace us with his presence once again.
Yeah, looks like for now, Sammy is willing to wait and be respectful here. As I said before, he doesn't have to do that, especially if Ovo starts coming out, but it doesn't, maybe it doesn't even matter because there's only 30 seconds left.
Targets in sight.
And he's got a clear view there. He's just snaking around.
Yeah.
Biting the feet
when in
there.
doubt. When in doubt, snake.
20 seconds left. So we'll see if this one's going to be replayed. Probably not, because you wouldn't necessarily replay in this case in any other circumstance. So I believe we will have Sammy win it, as unconventional as this may be.
Yeah, but I mean, kills on board is kills on board. That is a 7-1 lead now currently in favor there of Sammy. And with that, we come to the end of the round. Not quite sure what is, what the final outcome of this is going to be. Will we see a replay? Will this be the final points? We'll find out, of course, in due course. But that does mean that we are going to get ready now to move on to the next matchup that we've got as well.
Yes, we will get into that next matchup. Let's see if we can hear from Sammy and Ovo right now. And I don't think we're going to hear from Ovo technically, given the AFK-ness, but we'll see if Sammy can be on. Hi, Ovo, Sammy, can you guys hear me? Either one of you? All right, I think both their mics are going to be off for now. So again, I think we're going to be moving on to match number 4. We'll have more information, or matchup number 4. We'll have more information going forward, but for now, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
The void from the bottom. No, he can't do it. That's 2 and 5 in a row now. Let's go. Yeah, this is it. Go! 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 Yeah, this is it. Go! Go! Let's go! Yeah, this is it.
Cola.
All right, we got ourselves back into it. Let's see if we can talk to Sammy for a bit. Sammy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, CJ.
Beautiful, beautiful. Obviously, an unconventional way to win that last round. But before we saw that Ovo went AFK, you had some really great shots. You were dominating the start, kind of similar to the way you were playing in match number 1. Do you feel like you changed your strat since match number 1 to match number 3, or was it the same?
Well, I kind of became more aggressive because I noticed it was kind of lagging in my screen, so I just took advantage of that. There's no light, so I needed to finish the match up quick because I'm having frame breaks.
Yeah. I thought for sure. Again, I love the way you play the game, because not only do you play different than most players when you're ahead, when you start to get that lead, you still run around the edges of the map trying to catch up to where they're spawning to, and it's just a refreshing type of style. Do you feel like you are doing something that other players aren't necessarily doing at that point? Or do you feel like this is just the way I play and obviously I'm just going to do whatever works for me?
Well, I just took some play styles from because I've been practicing for this game. I played with some of my clanmates. I took some of their tactics and used it in this match. It was really working.
Tell us a little bit about that, because so you practice. How often do you practice? Obviously, you're part of EG. I assume you're practicing a lot.
Yeah, like today I had a BR match, so I just had to like play a while. I played earlier in the afternoon, then in the evenings I used to practice BR.
Well, GG, congratulations. Appreciate you talking with us, and obviously we'll see you in the next round, the grand finals. Congrats on being a top 4 player.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
GG. And Ovo to you too. I don't know if you can hear me, but GG to you as well. You did great.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to start once Ovo is out of the room. I think Ovo is just having some difficulties. He probably got kicked out of the game even during the match. So I'm not sure if we're going to come back to that. The other thing is, too, you know, Ovo was playing the first half Maybe if he wasn't able to get started, we would replay that match. But given that they played half the game already, and you had Ovo losing from the start, it would be weird to restart that game. So depends on how Hauser, the almighty, the all knowledgeable, will handle that. But I think we will we'll probably say that Ovo has lost that one.
Yep. I mean, I guess that could maybe be the case, but of course, here we go with our fourth and final matchup of the day. It is going to be Cola up against Sensei. We're jumping straight up into our first round of ARs, and this is where, the shot comes straight on through there from Cola. Beautiful beginning, but now Sensei and Cola, I think this is going to be quite the matchup.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be a great matchup. We've seen both players, Cola and Sensei, compete before. This goes with everybody, obviously, at this point with the top 8, is that they've played so many qualifiers over and over and over that if you're not good and you're somehow here, you'd have to be super lucky. There'd have to be circumstances beyond circumstances to you to be here. So obviously, both of these players are playing at some of the highest levels in all of Africa. If you guys don't know who Sensei, if you guys don't know who Cola is at this point, it'd be very surprising, especially if you know a little bit about the COD Mobile African community.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one, but of course now, I mean, looking at what we've got coming into this match, it is so different from what we saw in the previous matchup. But we see, the players venturing into that center position that we've gotten so accustomed to, and still a little bit of edge play coming on through here as we do see the Asval as well as the M13 now being utilized between our two respective players here. Cola, of course, rocking the Asval and that M13 in the hands of Sensei. And this is going to be a really interesting fight once they get into it. Of course, Cola ducking in, setting up the flashbang. Cola swoops in to add yet another point, now establishing that 2-point lead.
Yeah, that combo between flash and shots is incredible. And Cola has done that twice now, affecting Sensei's ability to move and see as Cola comes in for a kill. That is the combinations we love. Ooh, good throw there against Cola, but it does not affect him. That is what we like to see. Sometimes it can slow you down a little bit too much as you're trying to throw something out there. But both cases, Cola has used the tactical and has been in his favor. Ooh, Sensei just taking the wrong turn there.
Yeah, you got to look both ways before crossing the containers. That's just the rule. That's how it works. And unfortunately, it worked out quite favorably there for Cola. I think if Sensei had spotted him, he obviously would have put a few shots in. Not quite sure whether or not he would have been taking him down. But, we love to see yet another fight with 2 minutes on the clock. It is a 3-point difference in favor of Cola. And, I mean, now Cola just holding on to his position. The same, of course, going for Sensei. And at some point, Sensei needs to get a little bit more aggressive if he wants to close up on that deficit.
Yeah, that's part of the weakness of going crouched and moving around like he was doing earlier, is that you really can't be getting a lot of kills that way. So now you see Sensei on the run, trying to find him first. He heard Cola there. I think he heard Cola. He knows he's in that direction. Throws a flash in that direction to try to snuff him out. Oh, he gets on top. He saw him for a brief second. Gets a hit.
Contact with enemy.
Goes to the top again. Jumps down, missing him there.
Enemy contact.
Still's got 34 rounds.
This is such an interesting approach coming in from both Cola and Sensei, but, well, eventually Cola is the one to claim the point. But I gotta commend Sensei on that, though, right? I would probably have run through the container instead of going over the top. But Sensei, he's here to teach us, and, it's a pretty interesting approach.
Interesting way to put it. Sensei down by 3 with 45 seconds left. He's definitely going to have to push if he wants to win this one. And he's not quite doing that. Again, this is part of the weakness of playing it slower. It could work out great if you don't care to get a lot of points, just want to stay a few more points ahead of your opponent. But when you're at this position already, down by 3, 20 now seconds left, you really can't afford to do it this way. So that's something to take home for everyone who's watching. When you're starting to lose, you need to be the riskier player, and typically you won't win that way, but it puts you in a better spot than doing something else like staying slow. And there you go. That is it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and boom. 7 now. And that'll be a win for Cola. Actually, 8. Just ending it with the last one.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely insane play coming in there from Cola. I mean, just the way that he got so aggressive near the end. I mean, there was only a few seconds. In 20 seconds time, he was able to score 3 points. Now, that is quite impressive, right? So I'm excited to see what the sniper round will hold. And I see a few predictions coming in saying that, Cola is quite proficient when it comes to the sniper round. So we'll have to wait and see whether or not Sensei is going to be able to match him, or will it be Cola to take the dub?
Yeah, I thought both players played pretty well. Obviously, all of these players are playing well at this stage. If there's a player that wasn't, it'd be super weird. Cola and Sensei, GG's. I hope you guys can hear me well. Let me know if you guys can first.
Yo, I can hear you, man.
Nice. Perfect. You guys are both on. So we'll start with Sensei. Sensei, you're going to have to make up now for this loss. Do you feel confident that you can do it?
Yeah, definitely.
You said yes? Is that what I heard? Just a quick yes?
Yeah. I said yeah, definitely.
I like it. So Sensei, we're going to get into that sniper round. Good luck to you with that one. As Cola, congratulations on your match number 1 win. You only need to win 1 more match to get to that grand finals. I hope the pressure isn't getting to you.
No, not really. I'm feeling pretty cool about it. But yeah, the best man wins. That's all I have to really say.
All right. I like the brief and confidence that both of you guys have. Good luck to you guys in the next round. We'll talk to you guys soon after it. All righty. So both of them feeling pretty good. Even Sensei, after losing that round, still feeling pretty good about himself. If you guys are watching right now, give them a lot of love. Wish them both the best in their fight. It's going to be a tough one.
Yep, it is going to be a pretty crazy one. And I see a few comments coming in where they say Sensei is going to be turning into the student here today, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not that is going to be the case, as they've got a fresh start, clean slate for this round. Of course, we do have 1 point already awarded to Cola, so this is going to be the match for Sensei to step up and show us what he's got.
Yeah, Sensei trying to jump peek. Doesn't want to put himself too far out there, but doing this will work in order to just see where Cola is. Eventually. He has the sword out just to have a faster movement, and then when he notices him, he gets the gun out just like that. Yep, they see each other now. Both sliding.
Sniper!
And Sensei couldn't get out of harm's way in time.
Yeah, Cola catching him with his sword out, and now this is where Sensei is still going to be looking to try and find that point. All he needs to do is try to win this round to even things out. But the pressure is going to be on. Of course, now Sensei cooking up the utils, potentially prepping himself for a bit of this engagement. But Cola just holding his position within that hard cover, not willing to relinquish it just yet. But I'm curious to see just how aggressive Sensei is going to look to get now.
As we mentioned, Cola has won match 1, so if anyone needs to win, it is Sensei. And he needs to now come up from a 1 point deficit, not too difficult with 3 minutes left. We've obviously just started. So he has plenty of time to, hopefully not plenty of time to grenade himself, but plenty of time to win this, as long as he is accurate and moves well.
Enemy in sight. Targets in sight.
Yeah, but alongside that movement, you need to have that beautiful lineup of the dot finding its way over onto the opponent. And
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe this turns into a sword fight, you know? Sensei, he's looking pretty comfortable with that sword in hand. As you pointed out, of course, that is just to help speed up the movement. But at some point, they're going to have to get up close and personal and a little bit uncomfortable as well.
I'm seeing a replay here as it's the same exact situation from the first kill. Will it change an outcome? Yes, it will.
Ooh.
Sensei will get it.
Yeah, he's now mastered the art of sliding, shooting, putting the sword back in. You know, that whole process. But, of course, we are sitting on even scores. We need to see those additional points come in. And with 2 minutes and a few seconds on the clock, there's so much that can still happen here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot that needs to be fleshed out here. Cola and Sensei both going prone, and he gets a first shot hit, and he gets a second one to work as well. That was a good set of events for Cola, especially. He ran into that hallway thinking, you know, he's just going to run through, and then all of a sudden he saw a snake in the grass or snake on the ground, and he took care of it.
Sniper!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, as one does, you got to shoot at a snake with a sniper rifle. That's just how it works,
Yeah,
right? There's no other way of doing it.
For sure, up
That's
close and
the only way.
personal, you got to shoot it in the face, pretty much. That'd be the best
yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
We do not condone the harm of snakes or other wildlife in this video.
Sniper! Sniper! Get down! Sniper!
Ooh. Wow. This is going to be a neck-and-neck fight. I mean, we don't have any clear decisive winner here whatsoever. I mean, the moment Kola puts the point on the board, Sensei sneaks up behind him, sword in hand, swaps to the sniper, pops in and gets the third one.
First, Sensei puts on a little flashy display of a 360 jumping off the top, and then he was able to hit fire his snipe right next to him. There he is right there. I don't know if he spotted him. Ooh, he's doing a very aggressive thing there.
Down! Sniper! Sniper! Get down! Sniper!
There he gets a hit with the hip fire, and then scopes, quick scope in for the final touch. 2-4 now, Sensei.
Yeah, I mean, Sensei definitely adapting to this one, so... Oh,
Sniper!
come on.
Get down! Sniper!
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, Sensei wanted to get out of that situation. He got hit first. He knew his odds of winning that was a little lower than normal. So I think he was trying to get out of it and just couldn't.
Sniper!
I mean,
Sniper!
I'm low-key hoping that Sensei takes this one because I want to see them fight it out with the SMGs. but Kola,
no.
if he's got anything to say, he will definitely try to not make that happen as he wants a 2-0 victory to come on through.
Get down!
And now
Sniper!
the game is on. Sensei needs to step it up. Oh, but unfortunately, the clock runs out.
So what does that mean? It means we will definitely have our third round, but it's still going to be difficult for Sensei to win. So not only does he have to win this match, but he also has to now win with more points than his opponent had in the first match. Because again, this was a tie, so that's evening out his score. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember how many kills did Kola have over Sensei in the first match? Do you remember?
All of them.
All of them. All of them is what you're saying.
It's 2.
What? Oh, Kola had the answer. Kola, how many? Can you tell us maybe how many kills did you have above Sensei in that first match?
6.
6?
8-2.
8-2 is what you said. Perfect. So yeah. So Sensei now, for everyone who's watching and for you guys as well, Sensei now needs to have at least 6 kills ahead of Kola in order to stay in it, and then needs more than 6 in order to win it as far as the point differential in this next round. So Kola, you're definitely going to be in the driver's seat for this one. I bet you are pretty confident that you will take this one, especially since SMGs are very similar to ARs, working with the same map. But yeah, do you think that you're going to have to change up your strat going into this match 3 compared to your match 1? Kola? Oh, I guess not. We're going to go into it. Maybe he didn't want to give in his strategy, which is fair. All right. Match number 3. So as we mentioned before, guys, Sensei lost his first match and he tied the second one, and he needs to have more than a 6-point difference in order to win against Cola. That is going to be what he needs in order to get into the grand finals. It's going to be tough, but we have seen Sensei play at a very high level with a huge kill count in the past. So, and he will start off with one there.
Yeah, a very aggressive start coming in from Sensei. Of course, now Cola just sitting back trying to assess the situation. But let's see, is this kind of what we're going to be seeing coming in from Sensei? Is he going to be looking to get hella aggressive, looking to just demolish Cola? Oh, finds another angle on him, but Cola sends up the flashbang. Does slow him down. Is this going to be the play for Cola?
No.
Yes, indeed.
That was a great flash, and he even pushed up. Cola pushed up even when he was hurt. Luckily, he picked the right direction to go since Sensei was looking at the other side. But yeah, this is what I would picture for people at home. Cola having a 6-point lead in the very beginning, right? If you just imagine that he had a 6 to start, that's kind of the situation we're at. Again, the tie break goes to the player who has the most kills from all 3 matches.
Yeah.
Nice shot from Sensei. He pretty much needs to get all these kills. There might be some room where he can die, but for the most part, he's going to have to do a lot. Oh, he got flashed again. Is Cola going to take advantage again? Not yet. But still couldn't make it work. Great job from Cola.
Yeah, Cola is coming back with a vengeance. He doesn't want this to end in a tie. He doesn't want to allow Sensei to try to get the upper hand here. But of course, now Sensei just keeping a very watchful eye. Ooh, does spot out the movement over on towards Cola. Setting up the utils. Are we going to see a bit of a slowdown come through? Ideally, we would have loved to see that rush follow the utils getting sent in. But fortunately for Cola, he is positioned over in towards the container. So he is able to evade all the effects of those utilities. But now Sensei is forced to try and go in a bit of an exploration. Ooh. And run straight up into Cola.
Yeah, this is a tough fight for Sensei. Cola did really well in match number 1 where we had shipment, where we had ARs. So the fact that Cola is doing well here is not super surprising. But Sensei is going to try to make something happen here. Unfortunately, dies out again. 5-2 now in favor of Cola.
I mean, this is getting even harder. If Sensei was able to stop Cola from gaining any points, we would have to see him get at least 7 more points just to try and find something. But with that, Cola steps up, claims yet another point, and now we've got a 4-point difference. So we need at least 10 points in total. Oh, but Cola, he's just now once again on that runaway streak that we've been seeing. And,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's running away with it now, 8-2 with 1:30.
Wow.
Sensei trying to take the top, trying to make anything work. But Cola is just locked in. And there it is. Sensei getting a nice shot across the bend. Sensei moving around. Cola now staying low for the moment.
Enemy in sight.
Nice slide out though from Sensei. 55 seconds left. With 40 seconds left and a 4-point difference in this match, it's going to be incredibly difficult for Sensei to make up for it, but he's definitely put on a good ending round in the second half of this particular match.
Yeah, I think it is safe. I think it is safe to say that Kola's got this one in the bag. Oh, Sensei is making a really strong effort, looking to make a bit of a comeback, but there's not enough time left on the clock, and also running at a 4-point difference. It is going to be such a tough play, and I mean, Kola now just holding up in the container there, just looking to play out that counter, and with that, the game goes over to Kola once again.
Yeah. Kola did a fantastic job with a lot of good kills there with different perspectives. I thought Sensei was doing great with movement. Unfortunately, I think Kola was hearing him first and then was able to turn to him and focus on the direction that Sensei was going to be coming from. And that led him to a little bit of advantage every single time they were in a fight. But yeah, let's see if we can talk to them. It was a really close game, though, between both of them, Kola and Sensei. Sensei, if you can hear us, we'll start with you. 6-10, I think, was the end there. You had a good second half of that match. What do you think changed from the first half to the second half?
You mean in the SMGs or the snipers?
Oh, and just in the SMG side. So you were doing really well. The first half of that SMG fight was tough, and then all of a sudden you started to make a good comeback, and you did close that gap. Tell us a little bit about that fight and what got you back in, and just not fast enough, apparently.
Nothing really. The same strats. Camp all over, get as much kills as possible, but the best camper win, I guess. Jeez.
Yeah. Sensei, you got really far in this competition. Top 8. Just incredible stuff from you. We saw you previously in different matches, just dominating. So we really appreciate you coming by to play, and hopefully we'll see you again with more competitions. Obviously, we will.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Kola, GG, congratulations. You are moving into the grand finals. How does that sound to you?
Yes. Bro, wait. I don't even know how to talk right now. I just knew, like I got that vibe, I got the energy, You already know it's your boy, Kola. I mean, like, do I disappoint, please? I'm sorry. But yeah.
You played a very consistent way in your gameplay, and it was different. It was different to watch because what you were doing is when you were ahead, you played the same way. When you're behind, you played the same way. And usually we see players play differently. Is it just that you feel comfortable playing one way and you don't want to mess that up? If it's not broken, don't fix it type of mentality?
So here's the thing. I have a gameplay. I have a game style. I knew that in this tournament here, we don't like the use of pegs are banned. So obviously, my opponents can hear my footsteps. I guarantee you that if I was using dead silence, I would rush Sensei. I would rush any of my opponents head on without camping. I just decided to play it safe, especially when it's for a prize. The money is there, so I just have to, like play it safe. I'm not trying to like jeopardize my position. Yeah, just like that,
Yeah, it seems like you weren't necessarily trying to maximize kills, but you were trying to keep the difference of kills between you and your opponent the most it can possibly be. And, with any competition, the only player you have to beat is the person in front of you. You don't have to beat you don't have to beat a score streak or anything like that.
Yeah, I just, I entered the last tournament and I lost, and I said, I just decided to come back with the bang. I came with the fire, man. I came with with no play. I didn't came to make a joke.
Came with the fire, Kola. I think that's a great way to end it. I mean, perfect way to put it. You did come with the fire. You won match number 1. You just tied match number 2, and then you dominated match number 3. Again, congratulations. We'll definitely see you in the final grand finals next week on Wednesday. GG.
For sure. Thank you once again. GG's again.
Thank you, Kola, as well. All right. So that's it for the qualifiers part of this event. Let me break you guys over to me so you guys can see me because but this one here, perfect. So where are we at this point? Well, we figured out who our top 4 players are. That was pretty much the whole point of the qualifier stage, 2 stages, I should say, because we had the first round of qualifiers with over 700 players. Then we got to 128 players in our second stage of qualifiers, and now we just are down to 4. And we can tell you guys that 4 clearly stated here. So we have we have Cola winning obviously on the bottom there against Sensei. We have Sammy winning his fight, and he will be moving on to the top 4. Virus is he had a really good matchup against Davila, just really great gameplay. And then we have Kip Slim, who is moving on as well. Okay, so keep track of those 4 players. Those are the best players that we have, and they well deserve it. DK, like, compared to other players I might play, even great players, what is the difference that you think these players show compared to others?
The ability to just outpace their opponents. I mean, that is essentially what it comes down to. And I gotta say, we've seen some absolutely phenomenal gameplay coming in. Grammy Boy, Virus, Sammy, and Cola, they were just able to get that extra bit ahead and just, dominated. I mean, it was pretty close. We had some pretty close calls coming in. But essentially, I mean, especially looking at the end of this final match, this was just such a crazy play. And I mean, yeah, I got to say, GG to Cola. That was such a beautiful clutch.
Yeah, I just incredible game work from all of our top 4 players. I think it's going to be really tight when it comes to our grand finals. But yeah, I think overall it was certainly content. That was like a lot of great gameplay. These are the players that you don't see every day, right? If you're playing like a random classic match, like just public rooms, you don't expect this level of gameplay. And if you did face up against this level of gameplay, then you are going to be in a heap of trouble. And that's why these guys are where they are right now. So I'm just going to bring you guys the schedule. At this point, I think you guys all know for sure what time, or at least what day, the grand finals will be. Right there in the bottom of your screen there. Grand finals on the 10th of November. The time, I think, is still being figured out. It might be at 8 p.m. Watt time, as we've had in the previous matches. But again, we'll have more information about that too. You can also watch this on the Filmhouse Cinema Landmark Center, which is pretty awesome. You can actually go to watch this. But yes, it'll be a fun time, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Then, the other thing, I'm trying to think of exactly, I feel like I'm missing something. DK, do you have any other last things to say?
I just want to say, like, I hope that everyone that tuned in today is going to be tuning into the finals. I mean, if today is anything to go by, the standard of gameplay we've had today, the finals, the grand finals are going to be absolutely fire. So make sure you pack your fire extinguishers. Make sure you stay well hydrated, because if you don't, you're going to be in quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, we will have the stream on here as well. I think it's also going to be broadcasted. Not sure exactly all the information yet. I think it's still being worked out, but we should still have the stream here. So make sure you're subscribed. I'm telling you guys right now, make sure you're subscribed right now. Make sure to leave a like on this stream. Appreciate if you guys do that. And we will see you then. All right, next week. Have a good night. Enjoy and congrats.
No, I wanted to add that it's going to be broadcasted on DSTV as well.
Okay, you have that info.
There is going to be quite a few interesting things here, and of course, this is all, with Afriff TV. So yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those events that you do not want to miss.
I agree. All right, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys next week. Later. The void from the bottom. No, he can't do it. That's 2 and 5 in a row now.
I'll hold on tightly to what I believe.
You are still in my mind. The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you. I've been left astray by the moonlight sweeping.